welcome back to Clair de Lune from scratch. Okay, so now let's take a look at the left-hand portion. I've gone ahead and cut it out so we can save a little bit of time. Now, again, we've got a lot of these ladder or ledger lines for notes that are going below the staff, so I thought I'd come up with a really quick little mnemonic to help us count these little puppies down, okay? So you take a look here, we have 1, 2, 3 lines that we're dealing with. So let's draw those 3 lines. These are little ledger lines that are coming below. This top line over here is E for ew, okay? Now we're going to make a new set of mnemonics, and we're going to call this over here C, okay? A, F. So what I'm going to make the mnemonic is going to be come and fall. If you keep going down, the next one would be a D, okay? So if you follow that down, come and fall down, okay? So that's going to be our mnemonic for G clef ledger lines going below the staff, okay? All these crazy mnemonics. Well, I hope they help. Anyway, so let's go ahead and apply that and use that to find this note over here. Come for this first line and fall, or in this case, it's going to be F sharp, okay? Remember, we've got all these sharps to take care of over here, okay? So let me do that, and in fact, I'm going to just move this little portion over here because I'm going to need to do some cutting out in just a second, okay? So here, this is the very first ledger line, so we have C sharp over here, okay? First line, U, E, okay? And that's it for right now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually cut that out, okay? And you'll see the reason for my madness in just a second. Let's just cut out just this portion, just these 3 notes for right now, okay? And we're going to make a new page over here, copy that down here, and paste that over as such, okay? And so the fingering I'm going to use is 5, 2, and 1. Okay? Now this, as I mentioned before, this pinky is going to be critical for finding and kind of placing our hands up and down this very difficult passage, okay? But just get comfortable with finding these 3 notes for right now, okay? Let's go back to our previous page, and now let's cut out, well, first find the notes for the next portion of the passage, okay? So here, E, F, okay? F sharp over here. A over here. C sharp, okay? Okay? And we're going to go all the way up into this E over here, okay? For those of you who have learned traditional piano lessons, you'll probably recognize this acronym F-A-C-E for face for all the space notes. So, okay? But I wanted to kind of focus on using the clef as the note reader, so that's why I came up with my own little system. But feel free to use whatever works for you. Okay, let's go ahead and clip that little puppy out. Okay? So now we're going to clip out from F sharp to the E over here. Okay? So we have this portion. Let's go back to the music here. Let's paste that over here. Okay? So we've got these 2 portions we're going to work on. Okay? See how that works? All right, so we have first, okay, and then we're going to have F sharp, A, C sharp, E. So you can see that by isolating this a little bit, the interval from here to here and the interval from here to here is pretty much the same. We're going from F sharp to E, F sharp to E. Okay, and we're going to use almost the same fingers. 5, we're going to just have the addition of this 3rd finger to 1 because we have the extra note in here. Here, we just have the C sharp. We have 1 extra note in there. Okay? So let's go on and continue cutting and splicing. Now, if you recall, the right hand is going to come to the rescue over here. The right hand is going to scoop up and take away these 2 notes, make our job a little bit easier so we don't have to twist around, and we can kind of keep our hands and these cookie cutter shapes over here. So the right hand's going to help with these 2. We don't need to worry about those 2. And then we're going to come down and make a new shape, okay? And we're going to come down here. Let me go ahead and just kind of cut that out first. Actually, let's go ahead and let me just give myself a little bit of space so I don't have that blue line over there, okay? But you understand what's happening. We'll just kind of make that a little bit smaller. There we go, okay? Now, let's go ahead and work out these notes really quickly, okay? So, great big C, that's a C sharp over here, okay? Coming down A, F sharp, okay? Now this note over here is tied, So we don't have to worry about playing this note again, thank goodness, okay? So, okay, we're going to go all the way down to this E over here, okay? It's going to look a little messy. I'll try to make it as clean as possible. Let's see if I can do this again. Okay, so this is an E over here. Let's just kind of move it up. Let's move it up here, okay? And we're going to go to one more. Go back to the F sharp one more time, okay? Just up to there, and let me just go ahead and cut that out. All right? And we'll do it from here, okay? Up to here. I hope that makes sense, okay? It's a little bit cropped, but I think that'll work, okay? Go ahead. And let's go down here, paste that little puppy. All right? And so if you can make sense of this, we're skipping these two notes in here. The right hand's going to take care of that, okay? Then we're going to come back down, and we're going to reposition our hand actually over here with a 1 on the C sharp, okay? 2, 3, and then 4, and come back up on the 3 over here. Okay? It looks like this. So we've just finished coming up on the face notes, and we're going to reposition our hand after the right hand takes over. 1 on the C sharp, 2, 3, 4, 3, okay? It's going to get a little bit tricky from this point on. There's going to be a kind of a little bit of a kind of a thumb under hand position change, okay? So let me see if I can help you with that. Let's go back and kind of overlap that just a little bit for practice sake, okay? What's going to happen is, let's go ahead and map this out very quickly. E over here after the F sharp, backs to E. Okay, we're in our first note. Remember, come, okay, and so C sharp, come and fall, or F sharp. Okay. Okay, a couple of things are going to happen here. Let's go ahead and kind of cut that out, and then we can focus on the fingering. What I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap this just a little bit. Okay. We're going to start from here and overlap that just a bit. Okay. Really more for practice. Okay. Here we go. And now let's go ahead and paste that over here. Okay. Let me explain what's going to happen. Okay. These two notes, okay, are the same over here. All right. Let's write out some fingerings. Okay. So we're going to use a 4, 3, and then a 1. This is where it gets a little tricky. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put another 1 as a change, because we're going to use this F over here to help us find our octave F sharp below that. That's going to come up in the next measure. Okay, so this 1 is kind of like a launching point to help us find the next interval. Okay, I think we're going to have to end here. I'm just about out of time, but very quickly I'm going to show you thumb under and then move position here. Okay. So with that, I'm going to end, and I'll just kind of quickly review this before going into the next measure, the next lesson. I'll see you at the next lesson.